You're vibing with who? With Reeves and got a special guest, a guest of specialness, a guest of specialty, and special guest, the homie, the good homie, Sha. I told y'all I was gonna do more video episodes of vibing, and here we go. Staying true to it. Vibing. Some of y'all may want more videos, so here we go. I'm gonna start doing more. You're gonna see it posted on more on the YouTube and the Spotify's and everything else. Or see the interviews for those who want to see it and hear it at the same time. For those who just want to listen to it, still gonna have the audio only joints. You know what I mean? Boom. There you go. There you go. There you go. What
What's
up?
up, man?
All
I'm good.
right. Check one. Check two. I get to check the
Got you,
engineer.
got you.
Check. What's good?
Got you. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Chilling. It's been a minute, player. How you?
Same old, just living, vibing. That's it.
Yeah. But thank you for coming on. Appreciate that.
No doubt. Anytime, man. Anytime. What's good with you? What's going on?
Chilling. Just trying to elevate. You know how that go. Trying to chill, but still elevate. Challenge
Got you.
you,
Got you.
challenge myself because you want to grow, but it's hard to grow being comfortable. You're too comfortable, you won't grow.
Comfortable, you relax. You ain't moving nowhere. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable on my couch. I ain't getting up. That's what I'm
Exactly. I was
comfortable.
about to get into
Comfortable in my
that.
bed. I'm not. I'm not getting up.
I was
Today's gonna
about
be a
to
lazy
bring in
day.
those
That's
examples.
it. That's it.
You already know. We on it.
That's it.
Yeah, you stay like you said, stay right there. There ain't no moving, man. If it's hard, it's feel like a bed of bricks. I'm out.
Ain't gotta tell me, man. It's like every day is a journey. Every day is something new. What you dealt with today, you ain't dealt with yesterday. You ain't gonna deal with tomorrow because something else gonna hit you tomorrow. So it's just just a lot. And to me, it's like every day. But for everybody else, some people life better than others. Some people like worse than others. We all go through something, no matter how small, how big it is, whatever. We all deal with things. So no one's life is better than anyone else's. What I go through ain't more important than what you go through, and vice versa. It's just whatever is we dealing with at the time. But I mean, like I hear you on that. Just sometimes better breaks. I wake up and like, yo, why did I wake up? Like, like let me go back to sleep. Let me like hit that snooze a few more times. I
Yeah.
don't feel like getting up right now, and you go through the day, you just like, yo, I should have stayed in the bed. I should have
Word.
never got up.
Should have
you
called
know?
out sick.
Exactly. Took a vacation day, something like this, like not today. But
Yeah.
we push, we grind, like that's how we know how to do it. We don't know how to do anything else. We just push. That's it. So I mean, so what's going on with you, man? What's the agenda? Like you said, it's been a while, it's been a minute, and you know, I'm here to chop it up with you. I'm here to whatever topics, whatever you want to speak about, anything like that. Just let me know. Obviously, you got the lead. I'll follow up. And whatever is that's going on, let's just handle the handle, and I got you from there.
All right, bet. And I wrote some topics down too. I'm gonna just toss them out and
Got you.
we'll go from there. All
Got you.
right. Moving.
Yeah,
I moved a lot
yeah,
growing up and went through a move earlier this year, so I know how that go. You went
right.
through most recently, so you know how that go.
But the
So,
two,
woo,
and
yeah,
still going through the other one.
so you
Move
already,
two, two places and simultaneously, really. Because
Yeah,
I had, like I had my house,
yeah,
and then I had my girl house
yeah,
that, you know, both I was on that house. So, yeah, I have this house here, like that's where I'm at now,
yeah,
my house. So, over here is a multifamily. So we moving from, one unit to the next unit and
yeah,
gonna rent out that unit. So then had to move that unit downstairs to clear up that unit for the new people.
yeah,
And simultaneously, I'm selling my house. So that was a move. And I'm moving some stuff here. And I also got a storage unit. And then we're going to build like a shed probably this week or next week. So I have to pay all those storage fees, every month. So it was really two moves,
yeah. Dang.
and that's while working, so like you gotta get off work and then, you do whatever. But
While working,
yeah,
bro.
it's really while working. Yeah. Like last week I took off because like last week not last week, probably. I probably realized that like 2 weeks ago. Like, can't do it because like my job, I'm like 10, 11, 12 hour shifts, 6 days a week. So
Oh,
it's like you get off and it's like, man, I'm tired, man. Like I don't feel like packing anything, moving anything. So, like when we was over here, like at this place here where I'm at now, it was like getting a little bit done every day, an
yeah,
hour, 2 hour move. And it's like, man, I'm tired. Then you got to get up in the morning again. She got to get up as well. So it's like, yeah, we can only do like 2 hours. So then I realized, I'm like, yo, last week, I didn't even work all last week. I'm like, I took off, everything like that. And it's just like, that's when I can get things done. Cause like I had to be out by a certain date, you
yeah,
know. So it's and then over here, she had to move because people over here had to move in by the first.
yeah,
So they, we had to be out over here so they can move in by the first. And then here I had to move out so I could be out by the 16th. So you really only got like 2, 3 weeks to really maneuver. You're talking about moving to two different units, or
yeah.
two different houses, two different locations. So
Simultaneously. Yeesh.
at the end of the day, we got it done. Bit of a mess, but we got it done. And I guess all that matters at the end of the day is the result. Whatever you had to do to get it done, it is what it is. But um, like everything's done now, and just looking towards the next steps for that. But yeah, it's a little bit of headache. Definitely
Yeah,
a headache. Man, listen, man, listen.
yeah,
But like it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. We got some plans for the future, so it's like a little minor step back for a major comeback. So we gotta do what we gotta do now, and then we'll make the moves going forward to be in a better position. But definitely, man, it's a
yeah.
lot, man. So
It's a lot.
like, how was your mood though? What's
Oh,
going on with
my
you? How was your
move?
move?
Not as involved. It was just one place to the next place, but it was still cool. I've had worse moves. I've, you
There's
know,
always can be worse.
I've
Always,
had nightmare
always.
moves where it's like, oh my gosh, man.
Right,
Just if I tell people
right,
they
right, right.
believe it, they're like, nah, you just made that up. What movie you got that from? Like, nah, that was from life. That's my real life. That's yeah.
Facts, facts.
Sometimes it'd be wild. You mess around and you didn't pack enough beforehand.
Yep.
You know, it it it
Yeah.
it, it be like that. You know.
It's a lot, man. It's stressful. It's a lot of work involved. You got to balance work and everything else to find the time and everything. It's like
Yeah, it'd be
it's mind
crazy.
boggling, man. Headaches and stuff, and body hurt. All this moving and lifting, and up and down steps, so your body's starting to hurt. And then
Actually,
when
how
you're
did your
done,
first?
you think, all right, I'm gonna take the next day or two to relax. Huh?
I say, yeah, I say, how does your friend? But you're right about that.
Yeah, it's tough, but trying to recoup this weekend, see how that works. But I was moving the whole weekend. I was moving around today, yesterday. Life's still life, so you still gotta run errands. You still gotta handle things, do things. So it's just because you're not moving, that's just one thing you ain't doing. Then guess what? You got other things you got to do. So it's one thing takes the place of something else, and then once that gone, then the next thing move in, and then that's when you're dealing with that. So I still haven't really relaxed yet. Probably won't relax till maybe towards the middle of the week, maybe. You know, but I got stuff to do over the weekend and got things to do tomorrow. So maybe Tuesday and Wednesday I can really relax, settle down, everything like that, and take a whole day and just don't do anything. But
Yeah.
not yet.
Hopefully. Oh, I hope too.
Hopefully. Yeah.
You had a
Hopefully.
really extra involved move. So
Yeah.
really, you're gonna need that time to just veg out and just be like,
Yeah. I just want to stretch. I think my girl says she's going to the beach tomorrow. And like that's her relaxing. I think her mom, her family, they're going to the beach tomorrow. I ain't going. I got some things I got to take care of tomorrow. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm not a beach person anyway, but
I feel you.
even if I was, it's like I got things I got to do tomorrow. So I think tomorrow's like her last day off, so she want to relax or whatever. So she'll go back to work on Tuesday. So uh, me, I got several things to take care of tomorrow, so I want to be able to make that trip with them. But it is what it is.
Exactly.
Life
That's part of
is life.
life.
Life
So what?
is life.
Life is
That's
life.
all it is life, man. Life is life. That's it.
Exactly. Life be life, and you just gotta adjust.
Yep. Every day.
Every day. You just
Every
gotta make
damn
your
day.
adjustments and hope for the
Every damn day.
best.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So everything good with you, man? You straight? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything straight, everything I, I trying to level up with things and with the music and the podcast and
There we go.
sure,
Show it off.
shameless promotion.
Show it off.
That's on
Little
Amazon right
harmless
there.
plug. That's it.
Ain't no harm in a harmless plug, you know what I mean?
All
Get that on reevesent.com under merch.
right. All right.
Sometimes
All
you're gonna
right.
need this. You walk out,
All right.
you're gonna need it. You can get a ones that fit a little tighter if you want. You
Right.
get a
Right.
smaller size, you know what I mean? Just
Say a lot for people in the back. Give them the address again. Say it for the people in the back. You know what I mean? Some
read.
people ain't caught it the first time.
That's right. www.com. reevesent.com.
There we go.
You know,
Support. So we boy some love, man. Support.
exactly. Go underneath the merch. Shoot, you can go on Bandcamp and download the music too,
Right. Right.
You don't want to just do the
Got it
streaming
all out.
thing. You want to actually have a copy that you can hear, and if they take it off stream, take something off streaming, oh, that's my song. I can't listen to it now because it's off streaming. You can listen down because you downloaded it.
All
You
right.
can pay more. Maybe you want to pay more than what they would
There we
allow.
go.
I'm not going to stop you.
Huh? It's the hustle, man. Can't
Shit.
stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Nope. That's it. You know how it is. You know how we do.
Already.
That's it. That's all of it, man.
Exactly. And
All right.
life be life, man. Life be life.
Okay, man. Gotta keep pushing, man. That's it. You guys, gotta keep pushing through. That's it, man. All of it.
Because life is full of struggle. Life is full of struggle. But if you don't struggle, you don't get to the next plateau. You don't get to the next level.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you gotta struggle to get to that next level. You gotta work your way through the pain and the sacrifice and all those things and the depression to get to that good area. You gotta
Right.
work that hardship. Some people like, why? I'm like, because it sucks sometimes. Life is rough. Life can be unfair, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like, when your kids say life is fair, they teach you so many things is fair. Then when kids realize it's not fair, they're like, that's not fair. Because they realize for the first time that they've been told
Yeah.
a bunch of lies. Because you're not gonna come out there and people like, life sucks, little boy. Life
Yeah.
sucks sometimes. Go on and play. No one pulls this.
Yeah.
They probably should. So that way you
It's it's tough, man. It's tough, man. It's little life lessons, like I got 2-year old and I got my son's 2, daughter's 12, 12 going on 25, if you know what I'm talking about.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Kids think they grown and all that, you know what I mean? But like don't pay no bills and don't work, but like they think they grown or whatever.
Yeah, think
Little mouth,
they
little
run you.
attitude. you know, think you know more than me, think you, all right, cool. But like I said, don't pay no bills, don't do anything. Don't work or, like anything like that. But it's like, with the kids, like kind of how you saying it's, like it's a lot. And then, sometimes I gotta take a step back and remember, when I was a kid and different things with my parents and my mom and everything. And it's like, we ain't understood things. We ain't get a lot of things that were spoken to us and how certain things were broken down. And then obviously life now is not the same it was when we was growing up. It wasn't the same when our parents grew up. So, it's a different time. Parents looked at us a certain way. We looking at these kids now a certain way. So it's generational. But only thing we can do is just try to instill certain things. Sometimes my daughter be like, "Oh, what's this? What's that?" And this don't make sense. That life don't make sense. Like I can't, like stuff with school or things that's going on in life and other kids and how other kids act, or how come this person don't. Everybody different, it's different households, different religions, different policies, different values, different everything. It's I don't live in other people's houses, so maybe the rules and the way we do things here is not going to be the same for the next house, whether that be better or worse. Because I can't judge anybody, how they run a household. It's things going to be different. Um, Things you see, things you go through, stuff. Things in the news, things in life. I don't have answers to everything. I'm grown and I ain't got answers, so I can't expect no kid to have no answer.
True.
It's things that I don't even know. Sometimes I'll be looking at things like, what sense does that make? Like, sometimes I'll be going through things, especially like these past few months, man. I've been looking at things. I'm like, what? Like, things been going on. I'm like, huh? Like, it ain't making no sense. Like, people ain't making sense. Things ain't making sense. It's like, I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. Like sometimes things be happening to me, and it's like, did that just happen? Like,
Feel you. Feel you.
I don't. I mean, I'll give you a prime example. Like, where I was living at before, like I didn't have like a driveway or garage, so I was dealing with on the street parking. So I was parking on like a little side street, like right around the corner from my house, and I'm just sitting there because like I'm one of those people, like I get off work, whatever, drive back to the house, sit in the car. I got on my radio, whether it's a podcast or sports talk radio or music, whatever it is. I like to sit in the car for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, just to sit there before I go in the house and do whatever I'm gonna do. So
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there, and a guy pulled on the side of me, and like I'm like, I look again, I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, can I park there? And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, can I park there? I'm like, looking like, here? He's like, yeah, I'm like, nah. He's like, yeah, but I live right there. I guess I was parked in front of his house. He was like, but like I live right here, so can you be nice and let me park here? And I'm like, bro, I'm already parked here. This ain't residential parking over here. It's not a sign park. You know how they got
Yeah,
you got like
yeah,
the apartment buildings with the numbers on the ground. It's a sign
yeah.
parking. This is a regular street.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
just like,
So he wasn't in his spot.
no, it's like, why do I have to move? Oh, because I live here and I just want to see if you want to be nice. I'm like, nice ain't got anything to do with it. I'm like, if I leave my space and let you park here, where am I supposed to park? You know, certain neighborhoods is like, yo, when you see that space, you better park there
Yeah,
because everybody getting off work. So whatever you see, you better get it now because it ain't gonna be there later.
exactly.
So, and we was going like back and forth because he couldn't understand why I wouldn't move, and I couldn't understand why would you want me to move. I'm like, I asked him like, well, where am I supposed to park? Oh, there might be a spot around the corner or down the street. So why don't you park there?
Word. You
Oh,
already
because
there.
I live here. So you think you're supposed to get special parking in front of your house? I don't see no handicap signs. I don't see no reserve parking. You just want me to move so you can be parked in front of this house, and that's convenient to you. But where am I supposed to park?
One, you to inconvenience
So
yourself to convenience him.
exactly. And like that's just one of the examples where I'm just like, sometimes you look at life and it's like, what's going on? Because he had an issue. And it's like, mind you, it was cars behind him. And they blowing the horn, and he's like, yo, you really not gonna move? And I'm like, bro, I just said it like 2, 3 times. I'm not moving. So you really not gonna move? It's like, yo, bro, like, am I missing something? You want me to move to get this space, and then I gotta park, whether it be a block down, 2 blocks down. I'm gonna give up my space so you can park. This is because this is the front of the house you live in. Mind you, I'm not in front of my house. I can't go to the car that's parked in front of my house and knock on their door and say, hey, can you move? Because I live there. I never heard that a day in my life. I've never heard nobody ask somebody to move so they can park in a certain spot because they live in front of that building or they live in front of that house or they go inside that store or whatever the situation is. So that's like one example I'm talking about with the Twilight Zone. It's like, what are you talking about? But they're looking at me as if you don't get where I'm coming from. And, sometimes somebody say something, you'd be like, hold up. I'm like, am I tripping? Like, hold up. Because he said, with a straight face, no smile, no anything. I'm like, for 2 seconds, I was about to move. The car was off. I actually start the car up,
Then he's like,
initially.
nah.
And I said to myself, I'm like, hold up. I was like, I got pushed to start. I'm like, turn that car right off. I'm like, hold on. I'm not going anywhere. So long story short, a little less long. I ain't moved. He had to go park somewhere else. But that's like one of the examples I'm talking about where it's like you looking at life and you just like certain things happen and go on. Just like, what just happened here? Even looking back at that today, I still don't know. Okay, I could have had moved, but then let me move and you take this space and let me tell someone else the story. They're gonna look at me like, bro, you
You moved?
stupid.
You
You
gonna look at
actually
you like,
move?
you moved?
You moving him? And where you parked at? 2 blocks over. And where he parked at? In front of his house? Bro, you stupid. I've never heard the end of it. You
Word.
understand what I'm saying? And it's like, but sometimes in the moment you don't think. But like I say all that, like I said when I was telling my, like my daughter, whatever, it's like you gotta think. You can't just do things. You can't just do whatever. Like you really gotta think because things nowadays, it's a lot of things that don't make sense. It's a lot of math that ain't adding up. But you have to be smart enough to know not to let somebody take advantage of you and not let anyone get one over on you. Because
Exactly.
after it happens, you're gonna sit there and say to yourself, "Why I let that just happen?"
Like, damn. And I was raised, I was taught this. Pop Dukes always said, common sense isn't that common. I just want you to know. I'm like,
It's
that
not.
doesn't make any sense, man. Common sense is common sense. That's why it's common sense. No, it's not. It's supposed to
It's
be.
not.
You would think it's common sense.
It's not
But common sense isn't common, and common decency isn't common either.
It's
You know,
not.
just so people
It's
know,
not.
neither one of
It's
those,
not.
neither one of those things are common occurrences to come across.
It's not. It's.
It's not.
I don't know. That's
Yep.
that's like one of the many examples I have with just things, lately. And like that was like a few months ago. That was like about 2 months ago, whatever, like that. And so, still fairly recent, but it's just with life and like how we talk about everything. And it's, like I don't know, only thing I can say to everyone and anyone, just, pay attention, get your smarts, get your education up, you know, watch out. You got a lot of people trying to choke people and get over on people.
Damn it at an all
Gotta be
time.
real smart at her. All time high, bro. All time. All time high. Don't even make no sense. It don't.
There's people trying to get over all the time. Sometimes people try and give over. I'm like, but you're stupid. Not to be mean, but like they'll say stuff. I'm like, I could get over on you. You can't get over on me. Because what you're saying doesn't even make sense.
At all.
The more they talk to try to convince you that what they saying makes sense, you're like, wait a minute, you just contradicted yourself like 6 or 7 times in the last 30 seconds. No, dude, I'm not doing that. You can't tell me. You
And
can't.
it's like they be selling, like they be trying to sell you a dream, and you looking at them like, I already told you no. Like, clearly you ain't getting this off me. So just move on. Somebody keep trying to be persistent and keep trying to
Oh
convince you, and you
man,
looking at them like, I done told you. So you should look at me like, all right, he's smart. All right, let me move on. It's no, let me keep trying to get him. But oh, the jig is up. He know what I'm doing. Let me move on. It's no, let me keep trying to push. But for what reason? Obviously, I know what you're doing. Obviously, it's not working on me. So what is your end game? Because I don't see where this is supposed to go from here. And then now I'm starting to get aggravated and agitated because now you're getting on my nerves. Because now you won't leave me alone. Now you're going to keep asking me the same questions over and over, questions I already know the answer. So
that's
now
a
I'm going to
people
answer it with an attitude. And then now it's going to go from there. Now you mad.
person.
You got an attitude because I got an attitude. Now you looking at me like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, look at this, yo, bro. You came to me. I've been told you I don't want to be bothered. I've been told you the jig is up. I've been told you I'm not interested. I'm good. I don't want this. I don't want that. Leave me alone. You keep pressing. And it's not going anywhere. Move on.
You about to make me have flashbacks.
Man, man, like I said,
That
man,
flashback, child, you wild. You
started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, man.
dude.
People don't get it, man. Like they don't. Like it's like like it's sad, and like I have a lot of concern. With my kids, I have a lot of concern. My little nieces and nephews, things like that. But like they're smart. Like that's one thing I can say to a certain extent. A lot of these kids, you're not gonna outsmart them. Like they can kind of see through the BS. You're not gonna really trick them.
That's good.
You know, obviously that's not all kids. It wasn't all kids when we grew up. You're gonna catch somebody. But I guess from overall, from what I see, a lot of these kids, they ain't falling for things, and they're more talkative, they're more more quizzical. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say something to them and they just do it. And they be like, whoa,
Why?
what? Like what that mean? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Why? They're gonna ask you 21 questions. They're not just gonna just run and do it. They're gonna be like, hold up, that don't make sense. Like, why am I doing this? Like, what's this? And then it goes from there. And like that's a good thing because you got too many scams, you got too many things going on in this world, and a lot of these kids need to be educated and caught up to speed on a lot of different things. And but yeah, like I said, long story short, a little less long. What I mean, I could talk about something all day, but that's definitely something that I saw, and that's definitely something that um, is to look out for. With life, and make sure you're not one of those people that get scammed or get taken advantage of. Because I don't like things like that. I don't like people taking advantage of people and certain things like that. Sometimes you catch people slipping. I wasn't thinking, or I had a rough day, so you might catch somebody slipping. A couple times I got caught slipping. Like it is what it is. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm all 100% all the time. It's a couple times I got caught slipping. It's just a mistake. You just make sure you don't do it again. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Everybody
Yeah,
plays a role sometime.
sometimes.
It's like a tool.
You
Listen,
already know.
you already, you
You
already,
already know.
you already.
You already know. Yep.
But like I said, there's so many people trying to get over. Got to teach the kids to think for themselves
Right.
and teach them not to be crash test dummies. Even when they get older,
Right.
I think they wanes a little bit because sometimes they want acceptance. As they get older,
Mm-hmm.
I teach them acceptance isn't worth your self-esteem or you're sacrificing your ability to think for yourself.
Right.
Because there's people that will send you out to do dangerous things that they know better than to do, but they're hoping that you don't know better to do, or you look up to them so much and want to be like them so much, you'll do it
Right.
anyway. So they're down with you putting yourself at risk. They ain't gonna, they ain't gonna risk themselves. So you gotta teach them kids
Not at all.
they won't be crash test dummies when they get older.
Right. Right. Exactly.
And it's shame it'd be the
Exactly.
OGs, the older heads that will send them out to crash. Like, yeah, do that, do that, do that. They
Supposed
won't
to be
tell
looking
you that's
out for
what you say?
them. They're supposed to be looking out for
Nah, they not. They supposed to be, but because
them.
this because you're
Sad, man.
yeah, that's sad. Just because you're older doesn't mean you're nice.
True. It's true. Oh, nice, wise, knowledgeable to, pass that down, just like how, our uncles and different people in our lives gave us knowledge. That's how we know who we know today. We gotta keep spreading that down, spread that negativity and things like that. It's or, you want these kids out the streets. You don't want them to stay in the streets. You want them out the streets. You want them to better life, better education, better everything. That's my uncle always told me, like education.
Education.
Education. I remember my uncle used to be like, my uncle used to ask me every day, he's like, what you learn today? And I better have something to say.
I feel you.
Every day. He would ask me every day, what did you learn today? He was like, you're supposed to learn something new every day. Every day you should learn something new. And every time he saw me, he used to ask me, what you learn today? What you learn today? And my pop was growing up, what you learn in school today? Better have an answer. Better have an answer. Or how was school? You better have an answer. Not, oh, school was fine. Pop! I ain't asked you that. I asked you how was school. Oh, school was this. We learned this today. We learned that. Oh, okay. That's what they wanted to hear. Not school was fine. School was all right. School was okay. Like that's not an answer, and like we had to learn quick. So we try to instill that, these kids going down is school ain't just party time and hang out with friends and stuff. School is to learn,
Yeah.
and as corny as that may sound, I have friends, you have friends, we all have friends, but we got to bring home good grades.
Yeah.
You ain't bringing home no C's, D's, and F's.
And you
Like
want to be
that
hanging
ain't
out with your
happening.
friends.
That ain't happening.
Oh, what?
That's not. Ain't nobody say you gotta be straight A's, but you ain't bringing home no F's. You ain't gonna have the school calling your parents every other day.
No D's
Come
either.
get this boy. What?
Because the D is just an F, but D was just okay. You not spell your name on the test, so they didn't give you the full F. Like, okay,
Right.
got half that last question right, so that's a D.
Right.
But really,
Right.
just a hair away from being F.
Right.
Just barely, you just barely, slightly passed. You,
Right.
it wasn't a real pass,
No.
My parents didn't like
Barely.
anything past the C, and if they knew you could get A's and B's, and you got a C, they treated that C like it was a D.
What?
So they know you
What?
can do better. And the teacher,
What?
yeah, they treated you the same way they treated the people that failed. Like, that's a C, he got an F. Yeah, but he can't do much better. You can. And the other kid be like, hey, like, oh, I'm sorry, Dante, but you know what I'm saying.
It's true.
Like,
It's
I'm
true.
sorry, man. I'm sorry. That was a stray. I didn't mean to catch you with a stray, but you could do better. The other kid sitting there looking like sad, like, oh, I could do better
I'm
too.
sorry. I didn't know you were standing there, but like I'm like a joke.
Pieces be mean sometimes. That was
Oh man, that's funny.
terrible. Yeah, but shoot.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man, that's true. Oh, that's true, man. You're right. You're right. You're definitely right. I didn't know what a D was until like high school. I don't think we had D's in grammar school. I think high school, that's when I found out about D's. It was either A, B, C, or F. I don't think I heard of a D till high school. Like, if I'm not mistaken.
Word?
If I'm not mistaken. I
That's
could be wrong, like how many years ago that was, but I don't really remember D's growing up. I don't. Either you got a C or you had an F. Either you pass or you fail. D was like, eh, you know what I mean? 1 point for passing or 1 point for failing. It was like that little
yeah.
medium,
Got the leeway.
because what a C was 70. So ain't a 69 F?
Now I thought a C was like a
So then like what's a D?
up to a. I thought C was a 65 and up.
I don't know.
But then I thought like
I
and
thought
C
C
was
was a
like
70.
I can't remember, but
Just
you might be right. But it's been so many years.
that's a C. And from like maybe how you said 65 to 69, but if you ain't get that 70, you failed. 69 was failing. So 70 was a C. So I don't remember where a D came into play. That's what I'm saying. Maybe high school, but I don't really remember where it came into play at. I don't. And what a D represents. Is it 65 to 69? Is it the 60s? Because then you tell me if you get a 62, that's a D.
I'm
To me,
thinking
that's a F.
it probably the 60s, like probably like 60 something, maybe 69, but 50 underneath that, then that's F. And
I don't know.
and the teachers be mean sometimes. They put F plus. What's an F plus?
No, I don't do
Like you failed
that.
failed amazingly. Like I ain't never meet someone that
You
failed.
failed extra. You failed extra. You
Word.
extra failed.
Extra fail. I've seen them do that. F plus plus. I don't know how you did this. Like what?
How many pluses you gonna put?
32? Got a negative
Add
32.
the two pluses and give me a D.
Word.
Oh man, I ain't never see no plus.
High school when the teachers don't care. They're like, you're old enough. You got bass in your voices.
Yep.
You're old
You
enough.
growing up, getting mature. So yeah,
You're gonna have your
like we ain't
driver's
playing with y'all.
license. I don't care about your
Exactly.
feelings now. That was
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. I gotta start thinking about college and stuff. Like we ain't playing with y'all.
Yeah,
We not.
they not playing. They
We
not
not.
playing.
We not. We not.
Trying to get y'all in this world. I don't care about your feelings.
Oh man,
Okay, Mr. Lean on me. Shoot.
because you gonna learn. You
Yeah.
gonna learn. If you don't learn now, you gonna learn. Next step is college. That's if you go to college. Like not everybody went to college.
Yeah.
So
Not even
if you don't
graduated high
learn
school.
here, then like exactly dropouts. So it's
Exactly.
like if you don't learn here, then when's it gonna happen? You know, makes sense. You know, this is the last step before the real world. You know,
Yeah. And if they cared about you, they'll let you know, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guidance counselor, whoever, sit you down, talk to you about the grades and talk to you about several things. So that's a guidance counselor, the vice principal, people like that.
Yeah.
You know, sit you down, or sit you down, sit your parents down, whatever, and talk to you about your future. And, oh, we don't like the direction this person's going in, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you need to, do some tutoring, or maybe you need more help, or whatever the situation is. But like you said, the teachers actually care. Like they would make sure that you on a good track. You know, they'll point you in the right direction. Definitely, I definitely remember that. There were
Yeah.
times I fell off in school, and I need that little nudge and everything. And obviously, it worked out where I'm at
Yeah.
today. So but sometimes you need a little kick in the behind. And sometimes you need some people around you to get you to realize, like, yo, you may not always listen to one or two people. Maybe if three, four, five other people tell you the same thing, then maybe that's when it start clicking in, stuff like that. Or sometimes you gotta get punched in the mouth, and like that's when you realize it.
Yeah.
Either way, as long as you realize it, no matter the method, it matters, if you realize it or not. So
Exactly. If you have
definitely
teachers
right
that
about
care.
that. Definitely, definitely right about that.
And I've had some teachers that didn't care. I had more teachers that cared, but a few that didn't care, a few that slept. And rappers always in the song, they'll say, "My teacher said I wouldn't beat you." And
Grow up
people
to
like,
nothing. Yep.
you don't have that. And I'm like, I really had that happen. I had teachers that was like that. And it was
Yeah.
bug out. I didn't do anything to earn it. I didn't do anything to earn it. I was a smart kid. I just had a little learning disability slash difference,
Right.
dysgraphia. That just means I write sloppy, can't help
Right.
that. It's gonna look like
Right.
hieroglyphics, when you see it. And I needed a laptop, and I had to take extra time to write on my test. Need extra time so people would be able to understand it. It wasn't like I was just being there. It was an actual issue.
And you
But
gotta
hey,
have those teachers that have the patience to
yeah,
understand that, the knowledge and patience to understand when a kid might need a little extra
exactly,
paying attention to, and not just treat them like, oh, he's slow, he dumb, or he being difficult, or he don't care. It's some
exactly.
kids might need a little extra attention than others. Some kids quick. Some
Yeah,
kids you tell them one time, they good. Some kids you got to tell them 100 times, they still don't get. Some kids because maybe they don't care, and some
exactly,
kids is like, I hear you, but it might take me a while to really do what you're asking me to do, but I'm really trying to do it.
exactly.
I just can't work as fast as the next person. But that's not on me. That's just how my mind work, my body work, whatever the situation may be. But as teachers, not even teachers, as people, we gotta have that insight. We gotta be able to read that and say, okay, not that you're slow, not that you're dumb, because I don't really think, I mean, there are dumb and slow people in the world, but there's people it just takes them a minute. And you might have to have a little bit more patience with them and
Yeah,
understanding,
and grace.
and not everybody has grace, and not everybody has that. Not everybody have patience. Some people have no patience,
Then you shouldn't be a
which I
teacher.
understand how you a teacher. Yeah, exactly.
You
How
shouldn't
you
be
a
a
teacher with no
teacher.
patience.
Those qualities that you mentioned, that we both mentioned, grace and patience and understanding. You shouldn't be a teacher, especially the kids. Because
Right,
you can
right,
wane, you can mess them up in their developmental stage. I was telling them off because I'm like, I know I'm smart, I just can't write fast.
right.
He thinks I'm a MC, but you can't read what I wrote, but but I was smart, and they was sitting there and she would accuse teachers accusing me of cheating, and it was the black teachers too. The black woman teachers. Then it's funny,
Be
and it
your
makes
own people. They
and the white teacher was sticking up for me, while the black people was like, he will never graduate high school, and I wasn't even a thug.
be your own people.
Word. How y'all gonna be? I thought they would give me the problem. And they coming to my rescue. Is y'all the ones got an issue with me?
Nah,
But I
nah.
but I passed that program and I ended,
Good.
went to ninth grade and I finished high school.
Nice. Completion.
And the first
Success.
exactly, and the kid they had as the teacher's pet, that dude didn't graduate. And that dude
Damn.
was the
Damn
thug
it.
all that time.
Damn it, man. Didn't graduate. Damn it, man.
Exactly. He might have went back to a GED later, probably, but he was a smart guy. But he was,
Right.
sometimes you're growing up and you're into certain things, but if the people don't realize you're into it, they can push you in that right direction because they think you're not into it.
Right.
But that's another thing, you know what? Judgment of character. You have to be a good judge of character.
Right.
But if you see people for who they are, not who you assume they are, who you want them to be, or who you're scared of them being, that's going to make all the difference in your interactions.
Right.
It'll keep you from getting
Right.
screwed over, and they keep you, and protect. You'll be able to protect others if you see them for who they really are, and you protect yourself.
Facts. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, we
People
vibing
ain't
here.
knowing, man. Talk about it.
Talk
I'm
about it,
vibing with Reeves, man. Talk about it.
vibing. But yo, let's talk about music, man.
What's up?
Hey, you're back with the production. I'm back with the production. I'm trying to get into the
Been a
sync
long
space.
time.
You know, are you trying to get into sync too?
It's tough, man. It's tough. It's a
Found the
lot
time is
of,
a bug.
yeah, man. Life, work, two kids. It's, you don't have much time left in the day. You don't,
Nah.
you try to slowly get into things. Finally got my computer. You remember I went a while with no computer.
Yeah, I remember.
Finally got a computer. Got the Apple, got the iMac, and then I went. I picked up the Reason. I got I think it's Reason 12. What like 13's out now, right? Is it
Yeah,
13 out
13
now?
just came out like
I think
a
it's
couple months
yeah, okay,
ago.
13. Okay, so okay, so I have 12. And
Shows dope
I
too.
have 12 and I haven't really touched it. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, because it's like I said, it's just like the time. It's the time that you have to really sit down. And the Reason for me is a new program. Because I'm
Okay.
like a Pro Tools dude,
Yeah, that's true.
so Reason was like tough, but
You can hit me
I
up.
did Pro Tools. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a
Definitely to
reason
hit you
guy.
up for everything, because I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know what I'm doing. Before to me was Pro Tools and Logic.
Yeah.
But then when Logic changed the interface a few years ago, it didn't make sense and just lost me.
Oh, that's
Because
what it
they
was?
they really, yeah, because remember Logic now is with Apple. Well, Apple bought Logic, whatever.
Yeah.
Before that it was eMagic.
Yeah.
They had it. And that's who it always been with. And once Apple bought it, it was like they changed everything. And like, how you look at something like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And the interface, the the usability, everything.
Damn. They changed it all
Everything
up?
changed. And it's like, okay. And the hardware wasn't the same, because you couldn't use, because I still have eMagic hardware. Like I
Yeah.
still have eMagic. I have a MIDI interface. I have a sync rack. Like I still have eMagic hardware. Like back when we had the racks.
Yeah.
Like I still have eMagic. and now, well, not well, I guess now, but when they changed it, it was like you had to get something else because eMagic wasn't a company anymore. And Apple just took the software logic. They didn't dealt with the hardware. It was hardware for logic. So if you had logic software, you had to buy someone else's hardware, whether it be like Motu or like Miniman, or you could use Pro Tools hardware. You got to get somebody else's hardware. You got to get a different name hardware, and those things weren't really price friendly for some people. Logic was a program that I think I used to get the software. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like $250. That was back with the ROM disc. You used to download
Yeah.
the CD-ROMs. To take like 10 hours to download everything or whatever. You get the big
Oh,
box and only had like 2 CDs in it, but
yeah.
like had
Crazy.
like 10 manuals or whatever. But um, yeah, that happened, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, but back then with Pro Tools, you had to have Pro Tools hardware
Yeah.
in
You
order
did.
to run Pro Tools. You don't have to do that now, but back then. So I'm like, if I already have Pro Tools hardware, because what I used to do, like I used to record in Logic, I used to mix in Pro Tools.
Yeah.
So if I already have Pro Tools, I already have Pro Tools hardware. Remember, you can't run Pro Tools without Pro Tools because you couldn't run Pro Tools unless you have Pro Tools hardware. You couldn't use
Exactly.
Motu, you couldn't use anything. It had to be Pro Tools. So I'm like, if I'm already paying money for Pro Tools hardware, why would I pay more money to run Logic software?
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm good. Because Pro Tools didn't share. Pro Tools hardware just for Pro Tools. You
Yeah.
couldn't run any other software with the Pro Tools hardware. You couldn't. The only thing that was really universal was Motu. So, but they had their own program, digital. It's called Digital Performer.
Yeah. Digital performance.
But the Motu could work with any program. And I'm like, I'm not about to buy more hardware just to run Logic when I've been running Logic all these years with whatever hardware I wanted. But so I dropped that, went to Pro Tools, ran Pro Tools for a lot of years. And then I was out the game for a while. Then when I got back in like a few years ago, that's when I realized you didn't need Pro Tools hardware to run Pro Tools. They ran it through the computer. So it uses the computer's hardware to run Pro Tools.
Do you
So you
like it
didn't
better that
need
way?
the separate. Yeah, because it's like, I don't need to have all these racks sitting here.
Sure. I still have a couple
Because,
of racks here.
yeah, because it's like back then, that's what you had to do. You have to do that now. You don't. And then, I started looking at that. I'm like, wait, what? How much money I could have saved growing up? You know, but it is what it is. Things change, technology changes, things like that. But so I don't have Pro Tools now. The last Pro Tools software, Pro Pro Tools 10. I think Pro Tools is what had 13, 14 right now. Something I forgot.
I don't
But
even.
I think the last thing I had was LE10. LE. Don't even make LE anymore. That was back with DigiDesign. Ever since Avid bought Pro Tools, I haven't had Pro Tools software.
Oh,
The
really?
last Pro Tools software I had was it's with DigiDesign. When Avid took over for the Pro Tools, I've yet to have an Avid. Like, I'm trying to think if I ran Avid before. I don't think I did. I don't think I ran an Avid Pro Tools session.
Right,
I
right.
don't. I think everything's been DigiDesign. I could be wrong. Actually, I actually do think I am wrong. I might be wrong. But, in any event, it's been a lot. Then I got Reason. I used Reason once in my life. That was back in like 2004. That was back when Reason first came out. Ain't nobody really knew what Reason was. Um,
Reason
I
gang.
used it a little bit, and then I just didn't really touch it after that because I was on my Logic and Pro Tools. But right now, all I got is Reason. I don't even have the new version of Pro Tools or any version of Pro Tools. I don't even know the version of Pro Tools I have. I think the last version I have, I need hardware for. That's probably what it is. It probably was Avid, but I think it still need hardware to run it. Whereas Pro Tools now, you don't need hardware to run Pro Tools. It runs through the computer.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. But
Yeah, I feel you. Like I said, hit
so
me up because I've been using Reason since Reason. I started using Reason on Reason 3. It's on 13 now, and I can't front.
years.
I got, but I got stuck on 5, and I didn't even go to 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right.
I think I got back with it on like 11 or 12. I think I got
Right.
back
Right.
on 11. I got back with it on 11, Reason 11. And then in the meantime, I was on Ableton Live. I was trying different dolls. I can't remember some of the names.
Mm-hmm.
I tried the free ones. Some of them was cool. And I tried even the phone apps too. I did some beats off my phone, different apps, different DAW apps for the phone, like
Cool.
mobile means like Beat Maker 3. What's the joint that comes on Apple computers that all Apple
Uh,
apps?
GarageBand.
Yeah,
GarageBand.
GarageBand. I use that on a few things on the phone because
Right.
I'm still a PC guy. But yeah, so
Mac for life. Apple for life.
yeah, I know you Mac gang. I'm PC with it, PCG with it. You know how it be.
I ain't never changed it.
Yeah, if you did, I'll be like, who are you?
I don't know you.
I don't
Who
know
is this
you.
person?
You look like Sha, but you not Sha.
You don't work like him though.
Word, word. Be like,
Yeah,
hey,
you're right.
hey, we gotta find him.
And like real talk, if I ever heard you say you something else than Reason, I don't know you. You the Reason guy.
Yeah,
And outside of you, I don't know anyone else that uses Reason. I know people that use Pro Tools. I just still know people who use Logic. I know anybody use Digital Performer. It wasn't bad software. Digital Performer wasn't bad. It was actually good software. Um, Cubase. I know people that use Cubase.
yeah, definitely.
I don't know anyone that using the window. I don't know.
I
It was
made
like usually it was
beats on the
Cubase.
window.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
That's
my
cool. That's cool. That's what's
engineer at
up.
the time, Will Taylor, shout out to Will Taylor, he still be mixing stuff for me.
That's what's
He
up.
he was doing beats like so on that Heavy in the Hood album. I reproduced some of the stuff that I did at other studios on his new window, and I started.
Right.
That's what I first started doing with the with computer programs in the window. Cause before that, I was using like ASR 10, MPC 3000. I
Yeah.
think the Roland JV 800 or was it 1000? I was using hardware basically.
Nice.
So the window was one of the first programs that I used that was actually laptop based. That was actually computer based. The first DAW. I think yeah,
Cool.
I think the first DAW I used was the window.
The first?
It might have been the first.
Oh man.
I think
Wow.
it might have been the
I just
first.
want to say. So you're not the Reason guy.
I was, but I didn't have the window. I was at the studio. After that, I ended up getting Reason. So
Right, right,
yeah, I stopped after a while. I took a break from Reason and started flirting with the other ones. So
right.
now I use Ableton Live and Reason. So I'm on both.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I'm with both. Sometimes I do songs that I know, okay, I need to do Reason for this. And some things I'm like, nah, I know I got to do Ableton for this.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like that was the thing. It was because like when I used to use Logic in the past, like I said, I would just use Pro Tools just to mix. And I started realizing Pro Tools don't have no bad digital instruments. So I started using some of the digital instruments and Pro Tools.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, I started making beats in Pro Tools because I never knew how to make beats in Pro Tools. All my beats were in Logic. And once I was done with the beat, just bring it over to Pro Tools, mix it down and everything like that. I ain't do no mixing in Logic, none, just the straight beats. I used to bring in the Pro Tools, and that's when I used to mix it, the EQs, whatever. So it used to come in pure. And then I guess some of the beats I had, I started saying, I need something else. What I used to go back to Logic,
Yeah.
add the track, bounce it out, bounce it the track again, bring it back. And I was like,
That's a
yo,
lot.
that's a lot of work.
That's a
So
lot of work.
then one day I was like, yo, let me just see what Pro Tools have for digital instruments, drums, pianos, whatever. And that's when I started realizing their plugins. Because the only plugins I knew was just the mixing plugins,
Yeah.
EQ, compressor, limiters, the gates, like that's it. But I started looking at the digital instruments. I'm like, they got some nice drum samples. Oh, they got some nice piano and like strings. Okay, let me start messing with this. And then next thing you know, I started making full beats in Pro Tools. And I wasn't really using Logic that much. And like I said, later on down the line, the companies switched over, and I'm like, that was like one of the other reasons why I stopped messing with Logic. Is like, I don't really need Logic anymore. Like, I don't. And I guess that was like the final nail in the coffin where y'all changed the whole interface. I'm looking at that thing. I'm like, I've been using Logic for years. I look at that thing. I was staring at it. I had no idea what I was looking at.
Damn.
Not a clue. I'm like yo, like what is this? You
They
know, you
change.
get like, like you see like a car, and then you used to that car looking a certain way, and then they redesign the whole car. You look at it again, you're
Yeah.
like, that don't look the same. That don't look like a Honda Accord. That's the Honda Accord I know. This is different. You still got the H on it, but just don't look like what I used to know. And they, I guess, new company, whatever, I guess they're going to do that. But I wasn't feeling it. And I guess I already, by then, was already doing the beats in Pro Tools. Like, I don't have to change programs. And I know a reason I know you can outsource with the Pro Tools and you could bring in the racks from Reason
Yeah.
and you can make beats like that. But I just haven't done it yet. And that's definitely something I want to explore. I still want to get my Pro Tools. I still haven't upgraded my Pro Tools, so that's definitely something I want to do down the line.
Yeah.
But it's man, like I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I miss music, man.
Yeah, I
Music
can hear it.
was
Got to get back in it. Maybe
good.
this Tuesday, get a little hour in.
Yeah, yeah, man. I
Yo,
have to.
sometimes you can't get a bunch of time. Sometimes I can't even get a bunch of time. Like lately, I've been just maybe get half hour here and do little drills. Like challenge myself to do a little 10-minute drill or 15-minute drill, and don't go past that. Like set my alarm. Okay, 10 minutes. I work on a beat for the 10 minutes, and that be that. Or 15, and that be that. And just to get myself back in it, sometimes you don't need. I mean, sometimes you don't need to be worried about a beat forever. You might not be able to get that 2, 3, 4 hours that you could have when you was younger. That when
Right.
when when you had free time like that, you might have to conserve time and make the best out of that 30 to 60 minutes you get. Be eating the sandwich and quantizing drums at the same time.
Yep.
Gonna have to make it do what it do.
Yeah. I know a lot of things. I'll see it I know it when I see it again. But off the top of my head, I'm like, you had a flow. Remember when I was in the studio, I had a flow. I boom, do this, boom, do that, boom, do that.
Yeah,
You tell me do that now, I'm be looking at it like, what? Huh? Okay, well, click where this menu, click. But like, I know if I see it, I'll remember it.
yeah.
but I haven't mixed anything in probably I haven't done a mix in probably wow 8
Dang,
years.
say about 10?
I think probably the last not no real talk. The last time I mixed anything was you and Bricks. How, yeah, like how long ago was that? That was the last time I mixed. Like in the studio mixing tracks down. Like it was working with y'all.
Dang, I ain't realized it was that long ago, bro. That's
And then after that, life changed, things changed, and I just, life started life in and health, um, finances, different things started happening, and it's like you keep saying I'm gonna get back into it, just like I'm saying now, I'm gonna get back into it, but now I got kids, now I got stuff. It's just like it seems like the more you try to get into it, it seems like the more things get in the way.
it's
Like I
a
said, now with
challenge.
the moving, and this is only temporary. We're moving from here before the end of the year. So it's like this is just temporary. So it's like, and I don't even have my setup over here. Half my stuff is in the storage. The only thing I have here is I gotta send you the picture. I got my son messing with the I got the the Digio 3, the mixer.
Yeah.
Um he was over there messing with it. I'm saying to myself, next Swiss beat. So, what I mean? Like the next whoever, next Just Blaze or something. He was over there he was turning the knobs, he was pushing the faders and all of
Word.
that. I'm like, first and foremost, get off my stuff when we break it. but, you know, cause like that digital thing, like it's crazy. Like I'm all soup to have it now, but it's just obviously just to have.
Yeah.
Not really gonna really use it. It's just to have. It's more decoration more than anything. But I remember when that first came out. I remember with the Pro Tools, the hardware, the mixers, the microphones. I remember when they first came out, and it's like, yo, these were like so much money, and we were like fresh out of high school. I was in college at the time. I'm like, I was at music school. I'm like, man, I can't afford this. I can't even pay my tuition. More or less afford these things, and then I'm looking at it now, and it's like, wow. And obviously the price ain't the same. It's used. It's some odd years later, but it's like I've been wanting this for how many years? And sometimes I look at like Guitar Center, and like I look at like the used gear or Sweetwater, whoever,
Yeah.
and I see things that people selling, whatever, inbox, all these different things, and it's like, yeah, I remember when that first came out. I remember I couldn't afford. I remember I used to stare at that in Guitar Center. I remember I used to stare at that in the store, like, yo, I wish I had this. Like, and then like I used to go home to my little setup that I had, but like, yo, I wish I had this piece. This piece will put me
Yeah.
over. Keyboards, certain things. It's like, yo, what I would give to have a Triton. They don't even make Tritons anymore. At
They
least I
had
don't think
train
they do.
plugins.
They're plugins. I think
You
they
got to get
stopped
that
making
to splice, I
Tritons.
believe.
Yeah. And I remember they had the keyboard in the rack. It's just certain things they had. And certain things they had don't even make them anymore. You say that now, people looking at you dumb. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Roland was always known for the pianos and strings.
Synthesizer.
Like I have a Phantom, but it's Phantom's good with the strings. I have a Motif. Uh, I still would like to add a Triton in my collection.
Yo, you
I,
still
I
got the
would
motif?
love a Triton. Still got the Motif.
Oh, I still,
The
you know how it
Motif is
works.
actually the Motif is here.
Yeah.
The The Roland Phantom is in storage. What else? What else? I had a little NPC. What is that? The smaller one with the was
Not
it
the
12 pads?
not the
The small
thousand.
the portable one, the portable one.
What thousand?
Yeah, the portable one. Yeah, the portable one. It was
Yeah, yeah.
black. Yeah, the portable. Yeah, the portable one.
The blue or the black one?
That's black. Add black.
Yeah.
That's here. The Phantom's in storage. I did, like I said, the Digi 003 mixer here. And he was just playing with that. And I'm just looking at him. I'm just like, I remember them days. I remember I was in the studio one time and the person had, it was a brand new Digi 003.
Brand.
003. I was just talking about 00, no, 002, my bad. I have 003. I'm talking about 002 he had.
Yeah.
Brand new. It just came out. And I walked in the studio, I was like, whoa, studio in Brooklyn. Like over there in Brooklyn, I was in the studio over there. And he had just bought. I'm like, it's all new, nice and shiny. I'm like, wow. And it's a 002. You say that now, nobody know what the hell you talking about. Digi? That's Digi. Digi
Double.
design. That's Digi design. My bad, Abbott.
Digimon?
Oh, okay, now I know what you're talking about. they like, just like I say now. Oh, like E-Magic. Because sometimes I find myself saying like E-Magic. Like, what? E-Magic. They had music software. Who? Logic. Yeah, I mean Apple. It's, Apple didn't always have that. So it's like even when I type in the address, I don't type in avid.com. I type in digidesign.com. I still do it. But it'll still go to avid.com. Like
It'll
I'm
still
telling you,
redirect you.
exactly. Type in digidesign.com, it'll take you right to Avid.
This ain't
It'll take you
2016,
right there.
bro. Here you go.
Like, get your old stuff out of here.
This is what you mean you want to go.
Upgrade. Don't take this again.
Word.
Yeah, but yeah, the music, man, like I wish I could get back into it the way I was. And it was a good getaway, man. I used to be at work, I used to be wherever, I used to be like, man, I can't wait to get to the house. I used to have beats in my head, melodies in my head. Man, I can't wait to get in the house and put it down. And be there and just, don't bother me. Just like how people play video games all night, making beats all night.
Tell me about it.
Hey, man, what?
I
No
would
one,
break the date.
bro, like there was times I had dates. And they were like, yo, be ready at such and such time. I'm like, all right, cool. Making beats. Next thing you know, I see a text like, hey, yo, you ready? Oh, snap. I'm supposed to be out. Like, hold on, give me a minute. Hold on, give me a minute. Save. Hold on, let me put these hi-hats in. Okay. Let me put this and then every time you lay a track, you think of another instrument and you want to put that down.
Yeah.
So then now another 30 minutes that went by. Guess what? I then got 2-3 more text messages. Yo, you good? Yo, what's going on? Oh, hold on. lay something. All right, say, let me go hop in the shower, get dressed, and leave. Yo, that happened so many times I can't. But that was the good days. Like that was when it was fun. The good days, like everything. And it's like I miss that so much. And like I'm like sometimes I be telling my girl these stories, and she be like, "Yo, like we used to sleep in the studio. I always had a studio in my crib. Like people come over, like they would fall asleep there. They wouldn't even go home. They would just, whatever we do. We tired. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. They would just sleep on the floor.
I feel you.
And then whenever we wake up, do it all over again.
I fall asleep on the keyboard, the
And it's
drum
like,
machine, so I know.
what? Yo, I had marks on my face from laying on the keyboard. And I'm like,
Word, me
laying
too.
down, I'll get up. It's like that little print.
The NPC pads be right on your forehead, right on the side. Oh man, looking crazy. People come up like, You lost someone beat you with a drum machine. I just fell asleep on it. Then you save it and it sounds horrible. If you saved it, because you
Oh man.
just go to your body crash. And it's
Oh
like,
man. But Pro Tools had autosave.
uh,
Pro Tools had autosave, so that's what saved me.
autosave
Pro Tools saved me a lot. It's a plus.
is it
But
not? It is definitely save
yeah, it's
life saving.
oh, and it was all the challenges, back then we didn't have all the technology and things like that. So I was heavy on the Waves plugins. And Waves
Oh,
suck up
word.
all your CPU. All
Yeah,
of it. Pro Tools itself take up your CPU. You can't even run no other program other than Pro Tools. You can't. Pro
yeah,
Tools want to be the only program open.
yeah. You would
You
have to
try to
have
open
another
another
computer.
program, Pro Tools will crash.
True.
And I used to do that, and the Waves plug it should be so much. So what I used to have to do was I used to have to pre-mix my beats where
Damn.
I would make a beat and I would put certain effects on it, chorus, flange, delay, whatever it was. But because I was using so many different plugins, when you would play it, everything would be delayed because it's
Yeah,
so labor intensive. So what I had to do is I had to bounce some of the beats with the plugin, already embedded,
yeah,
and then import it back in. So now I'm not running the plugin anymore.
yeah,
It's permanent. But now I can't make any changes to the plugin. I have to go back to the original session and make a tweak. So that means if I have vocals on it and someone's like, yo, that's too much of something on this particular instrument, I'm like, yo, bro, you know what I got to do now? I got to pull up the old session, tweak that, bounce it, and put it into here. And hopefully you like it. Because you can't play the same thing.
yeah,
Because if I bring up the old session, that's just the beat. And I
yeah,
can make a tweak, but I don't know
yeah,
how it sounds with your vocals. So now I got to bounce it out and then import it and see if it matters. No, I don't like that. It's too much. Put some more on. So now I gotta go back to the whole session again, tweak it, bounce it out again, bring it in. No. Okay, yo, bro, look, figure this out because I can't keep bouncing back from session to session. But it was a whole lot of fun, man.
yeah,
A
yeah.
whole lot, man. Whole man. I got stories for
Flashbacks,
days, man. Oh
flashbacks.
man. You ain't never lied, man. Yeah, you ain't never lied, man.
Yo, Sha, we about to wind. I'm about to wind down, but you gonna be a guest. I don't know. You gonna let me know
Keep it
when
up.
we're gonna have to do another one of these soon.
Hit me up, let me know.
You know I will. You know I will.
I know you will. You know I'm down, man. This like this was good.
This
Be
is
honestly
good.
tell you the truth. I've not smiled this much and I don't know how long. Like this
Glad to
whole
hear that,
time
bro.
is smiling, laughing, between the moving, life, work, stress, kids, everything. This is the most I've been smiling and laughing because I'm talking about good times. I ain't talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
bills. I ain't talking about life. I ain't talking about what happened at work today and family stuff. I'm talking about good times. Like just sometimes you need stuff like this. And like that's why I
yeah.
told you before, like, yo, hit me up. I'll talk to damn near midnight. You know what I mean? And then talk again midnight the next day. But definitely we gotta do this again. This was very therapeutic for me.
Yeah,
So like I definitely want to do this again. So
I'm with it.
whenever, whatever, like I don't know your schedule, how you want to do things, your layouts, stuff like that. Whatever the next time you feel like I want to do a podcast with a guest on, whatever, just pencil me in, whatever, just let me know. Like I say, handle your handle, do everything you got to do. I ain't telling you to push nobody to the side or change up your whole schedule. It's whenever you want to, run this back again, like just let me know, man. Like I'm 100% ready.
Thanks. I'm with it.
100%.
Yo, I'm a text. We're gonna kick it and see because we don't have the same schedule, so we just gotta see when our schedules are
Yeah.
compatible for at least like an hour and a half or something, and we could just shoot this through,
Right.
and
Right.
that's what it be. Thanks again. stay up and give it that music. Like I said, sometimes you just, even if it's just a half an hour,
Yeah.
hour,
No, you're right.
you know, that helps. And plus, each little bit helps bring back that love. You remember what you did it for. Because I know sometimes I've had it where I've just felt just tired of it, but you know, it felt uninspired. But you keep digging at it, and you'll get there. And like I said, you can hit me up, and you can check um YouTube University. You can roll in, you know, they got a bunch of shit on there about
Run
online.
your YouTube, run your Googles.
Your Googles. No Ask Jeeves. That they ain't around no more. So you
I
just
missed that. Oh man, I'm telling y'all, man, yeah, bro. Like I was telling my girl out the other day, she didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, you don't remember Ask Jeeves? She was like, no. I'm like, what? Jeeves knew everything. Jeeves,
yeah.
man, what? But yeah, I mean, like young people don't know anything.
Jeeves is gone. Jeeves obviously didn't know how to stay in business.
Bring
So
them back. Bring them back.
but that. I'm sorry, that was me. Knew everything but that. It's like didn't know Google was coming, so didn't know everything. Google was coming for a spot and didn't know. Jeeves got seated and thought, I'm Jeeves, I'm lit, I'm him. Next thing you know, he's like, Jeeves, who Jeeves?
Who that? Who that person?
You
Ask
know?
who? Who that?
Yeah, you could go from that dude or that woman to who that. So you can't get comfortable out here, like you were saying earlier. Can't get comfortable. So you have
Oh
a good one.
man.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate you. And Vibe with Reeves, everyone that's listening. Check me out on YouTube, Mr. Reeves. At you know, check me out on reevesent.com. Check
All right.
the new music. It hit different. I'm in my bag. Check me on Bandcamp, Mr. Reeves. You know, like I said, the you know, the shirt, the merch, the hoodies, the
Let
bags.
them know. Let them know. Let them know. Support.
reevesent.com. Vibing with
Support
Reeves.
my boy, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Facebook.
Support my boy. Let's go.
Thank you. That's what it is. And Robert Reeves _ podcast on IG. And support the artist too. ReevesNT.com. Mr. Reeves is
All right.
here. MRREVSIZHERE on Facebook and Instagram. And y'all stay up. See y'all later. Be blessed. Thanks again to homie Sha. He will be back again, y'all. Yeah.
Always one.
One.
All right.
All right.